Hi, Sadaf, Daphne here. I'm so glad that you wrote me that email and explained that your essays hadn't been corrected. Many apologies, don't know what went wrong there, but if you want to just cut and paste them like you have done, then they'll definitely get to me. Maybe that's quicker. So here we go, well done, and I hope you are safe and you are well. So countries with long average working time are more economically successful than those which don't. To what extent do you agree or disagree? It's a bit of truth. We're living in the world of survival of the fittest. Now, I'm going to be really honest with you. I don't really like this style. I think you want to be more academic. So you could start with, it is true nowadays that um, many countries um, or many employees feel they are living in a world of the survival of the fittest. Um, I think it's a little bit idiomatic. I think this is the problem, and personally, I think idioms don't fit very well in an arts essay. This is nice as survival of the fittest. I'm not sure about that. So maybe you could start with something like many countries' economies um, depend on workers working long hours, which feels like survival of the fittest. Something I'm just not quite sure about that first sentence. Uh, or you forget that and you just start with, um, in this highly competitive world, many employees um, use competition as a leverage to impose long working hours. And I almost think I would actually leave that sentence out, forget that sentence and start with here. Because it's quite a long introduction anyway. The success of countries' economy. So here you need apostrophe S, economy. Depends on the market industries and its essential key players are resources and man hour dedicated. Sorry, right, and its essential key players are the resources and manpower dedicated to it. Okay, yes, or to income generation might be clearer rather than it. Here, to use nice vocabulary you could add, and it just make it really clear what you're saying. I'm completely of the opinion that uh, I wouldn't say the duration of short working hours. I would say the imposition, the culture, maybe. It is a kind of culture, isn't it? Sorry. The so here culture of short working hours or uh, can generate more productive results in comparison to extended hours. Good. This essay will highlight. Good, that's lovely. So nice introduction there. Very good. Well done. Firstly, there are private and public sectors which do believe long working hours can generate more revenue, in turn benefiting the economy. Okay, there are multiple sectors, such as, so here you need to expand. Which ones? Tell me more. Which do believe long working hours uh, can generate more revenue, and then here, more revenue, and then just to benefiting not only, just to clean this up a bit, it's a bit repetitive, benefiting not only the company itself, but the economy as well. You know what? Sorry, you the yeah, yes. I mean, yours is not wrong. I don't want you to. I don't want you to get me. I don't want you to feel you're wrong. But what I've tried to do is not only, but. So I've just tried to add. I'm really adding in a bit of grammar actually. Though this approach has not been a great success. Why? Tell me more. Why? Where? Why? Why not? So if you're going to make a statement like that, you need to tell me why not. Um, duration. The duration of working hours should be given a real thought process by the organisation stakeholders in order to determine its essential. So why has this got a question mark? This isn't a question. So not sure why you've got a question mark in here. So the duration of working hours should be given a thought, should be carefully considered. So that's instead of given real thought process. So you can, this is just a bit lengthy. Careful decision by the stakeholders in order to determine whether it is essential. So do we really need it? And stop there. So I don't think you don't need a question. And also don't use questions in IELTS essays, it's just not appropriate. For example, recent research showed an employee with longer working hours may, so it's not the employee may have an effect, it's the working hours. Showed, so long working hours, that can go. Long working hours may have detrimental effect on the health, which leads to anxiety and stress, and possibly, not always, the need for sick leave. So again, I'm just trying to, I am taking words out, but this is to get it neater, yeah, like concise, which is what we're looking for in this IELTS style. This may not only have an impact on the health sector, but well done, you got that in there nicely. Affect taxpayers, as health insurance is sponsored by the government. Okay, don't need that. Okay, good, well done. Nice paragraph. Second, shorter. I would definitely say shorter and longer. Could. So remember how I may have said before, I like this. Could, may, might, because you're suggesting. Can is like a bit too strong here. Keep a worker on edge to achieve the task. Okay, so rather than keep a worker on edge, it's a little bit informal here. Might prove to be more motivating and encourage encourage deadlines to be met. So what I'm doing here is prove to be more motivating is nice grammar, prove to be something, and deadlines to be met. So this is a passive in here. So again, I'm adding grammar as we go in, okay? So that is my correction. Employees with a balanced work and personal life are maybe, so you don't know that, maybe more dedicated, enthusiastic, result orientated than those, you don't need to repeat this, than those, that's the employees you're referring back here, referencing long hours. Having said that, comma, it's important to understand the duration of workers cannot be measured as it all depends on, yeah, well done, really nice. Benefits to the economy can be holistically achieved when workers are well taken care of. Yeah, well done, nice. Rather than taken care of, I would say are well protected. We talk about protecting workers' rights. This take care of is a little bit, as a phrasal verb, is a little bit informal. Therefore, it's clear that the duration of working hours or the working day, or the length of the working day, you could mix it up a bit, depends on the nature of the business and its needs. It's also important to understand that a long day may not necessarily generate results. Hence, so don't repeat this, just I believe or I strongly believe. You have to say, I am strongly of the opinion. Good. But just go, I strongly believe short hours could be more productive. Yeah, good. More balanced. Okay, very nice. Good essay there. Really, really nice. So that's very clear in the organisation. So you've worked well with the template that Ben suggests, just to kind of get the essay into a good shape, which is really nice. You've got some very clear ideas there, really good. So my recommendation here would be more like on the grammar level, trying to get in some good grammar in there, maybe a conditional sentence, try and get a conditional in there. So put there, conditional sentence, and keep concise. So don't repeat the words the whole time, keep it really concise. A formal apology. Yes, I mean, it's confusing this because it says formal apology, because actually then it's to a friend, so it's not really formal to me, but I need to just get that corrected. Okay, so dear Mum, hope this letter finds you in the best of health and happiness. I got your text in regards to your travel plan. I'm so excited, lovely. So looking forward to your trip. Instead of repeating so, you could say I'm really looking forward to your trip. It's been a long. Now, here I put in. You put it's. You need apostrophe s there actually. Been a long time that we have seen each other, so it should be. It's a long time since we last saw each other, or it's been a long time since. Yeah, since not that we last saw each other. And this trip of yours, s. But we wouldn't really say that. I was just going to say this trip will bring back our childhood memories. I love this. However, I'm writing this letter to apologise as. It will be apologise to you, but again, that is formal. So I would just go apologise as I'm so occupied with a board meeting scheduled the day you're planning to arrive. Okay, I'm afraid I won't. Now, will not be is obviously correct grammatically, but because this is an informal letter, I would show the examiner you can contract. I won't be able to spend time with you as time with you, don't need that, as the meeting is scheduled in head office, capital letter, which is in another city. Yeah? So you'd say I'll be out of town, not station. Now, I suggest you make would be correct, but also I suggest you make is quite formal, so I would show informal. How about making an amendment in your itinerary and rebooking your travel plan? And then you'd have a question mark there. Okay, I can pick you up. I can arrange to pick you up yet from the airport. Please let me know if the schedule fits your plan. Lovely. Okay. On confirmation, I'll make all the necessary arrangements so we can explore the city, maybe, and have lots of fun. Okay, really nice, very, very good letter. And oh, hang on, you're sincerely no, definitely not. This is your friend. Yeah, so definitely not that. I would just put best regards, because you obviously know each other, so this should be reflect that in the ending there, and you want a full stop. I've just done a podcast about Task 1 general letters. I don't know if you've seen that, but I'll send you a link to that. Otherwise, very good work, Sadaf. Well done, and stay safe.